Hi children, good morning. How are you? Hope you are fine. I am Kamala Kumari, your science teacher. We are giving you online classes regularly. Our next lesson, materials, separating methods. Can you see the picture? What is that picture, children? Here, this girl, Siri, she is sitting in her room and studying. Suddenly, she heard a loud sound from the kitchen. Siri went to the kitchen and saw a cat running away. So what did the cat do? You can see that the cat spoiled everything in the kitchen. So here, for cleaning purpose, they have to separate the few broken materials and few are not broken. So here, the broken materials should be removed first. Later on, the remaining materials should be cleaned. So this is also a type of separation. In our day-to-day life, we use several objects for different activities. These objects are made of different materials. Few objects are made of only one material. You can see the first picture, the plastic chairs. There only one material is used, that is plastic. And few objects, they are made up of different materials, many materials, more than one material. You can see the next second picture, wooden chair. It is made up of only one material. But can you see the third picture, the chair, it is made up of iron and also wood. Two materials are used here. So here, more than one material it is used. Materials are of three types. Already you studied in water lesson. They are solids, liquids and gas. So one form of materials can be changed into another form. So they are interchangeable. That is, solids can be changed into liquid, liquid can be changed into gas. Properties of solids, liquids and gases. Let us learn this. This is very important for your children, for your higher classes also. So you have to remember this points, important points. Solids, they have definite shape. You see any solid object, it has a shape. They have a fixed volume and occupy a fixed shape. Force and attraction between molecules is more. So let me explain what is molecules here. Any substance, it is made up of a tiny particle called atom. Atom is the indivisible particle and group of atoms are called molecules. So here we are using molecules. Molecules are very close to each other. See, there is no gap. You can see the picture, how they are tightly packed, very closely arranged. That's why the force of attraction between the molecules will be more. They are close, and fixed volume and fixed shape. The solids are having because of molecules. Is it clear? Now, let us learn about the liquids. See the molecules, how they are loosely packed. You can see the picture. So they also have a fixed volume. That means when you pour in the water, when you pour in the bottle, it occupies the bottle shape. When you pour in glass, it occupies glass. So they have fixed volume and occupy a fixed shape. Different shapes it has. But whatever you are giving the shape, that shape will be fixed. Bottle, water bottle or glass. Force of attraction between molecules is very less when compared with solids. Why? Because here loosely packed, there tightly. In solids, tightly, the molecules are very tightly packed. They move freely and can flow. See, movement is very free here because they are far. And molecules are not closely packed here. That's what the reason. Is it clear what is the difference between solids and liquids? Now we'll go to the gases. So you see the molecules, how they are arranged. They are very free, far. So they don't have any definite shape. Gases do not have shape. They do not have any specific volume nor space. No volume, no space. And force of attraction is very, very less when compared with solids and liquids, and move irregularly. They are moving very freely. So here you can see the molecules arrangement, very free. They move more freely when compared with liquids and solids. Now, states of materials. In the water lesson, you already studied that water exists in three states: ice, water, and water vapor. Some materials change their state from solid to liquid, liquid to gas on being heated, and from gas to liquid or liquid to solid on being cooled. Isn't it? You know this. We sort materials as solids, liquids, or gases based on their state at normal temperature. So here heating temperature or cooling is not required. At normal room temperature, either they are liquid or solid or gas. Then we will say that they are solid, liquid, gas. Now one activity is given for you, activity 1. For this you need candle, match box. So you have to take a candle and lit the candle with a burning matchstick. You cannot light the candle without touching the wick with the burning matchstick. You all of you know what is wick? Yes. So here you can see the picture also. Without touching the wick, you cannot light it. Now let the candle burn for some time. After about 2 minutes, hold a burning matchstick in one hand and blow the candle out. You have to blow it out. You know, no birthday celebrations, you will blow the candle out. Isn't it? Same like that. Now, what do you observe? We will observe white smoke rising from the wick. See the picture, children. Isn't it? Now, quickly bring the burning matchstick close to this smoke. But do not touch the wick with it. Without touching, you keep it far. You can do this experiment in presence of your parents still in your house and observe. Observe what happens. The candle catch fire from the distance without touching the wick. Why it is happening like this? Because of hot air. Hot air is catching the fire and bringing it to the wick. Then the candle will be lighted. So this is one experiment to know about the candle hot air, isn't it? Now we'll go to the next step. Here, what is this, children? Sinking and floating in water. This you can do in your house. You can observe, children. But take a transparent vessel, glass vessel, so that you can see through it. This I had done in my house. You can see this activity. Sinking water. You can see these pictures where I used nails, and this is a mixie jar's blade, which is made up of iron. So when you drop it in water, it comes down. Then that is called sinking. So sinking is nothing but when it comes down the water, that is called sinking. Why it happens? The density of nail and this mixie blade is more when compared to the water present in the vessel. That's why it is sinking in the water. Now, next picture you observe here, floating. What is it? Floating. So, tomatoes, the vegetables, all the vegetables you can try, children, which floats, which sinks. And here, the leaf, 2 leaves I had used. So, the density of leaf and tomato, they are very less than the density of water. That's why they are floating in water. You can see this. So what is sinking and what is floating? Practically you do at home. Is it clear, children? Now, soluble or insoluble in water. Sugar and salt dissolve completely in water. You can see sugar crystals here and salt. These materials are said to be soluble in water. They dissolve completely. That's why they are called soluble in water. Sugar and salt, they are called as solutes, children. You have to learn this also. So, here, certain substances, they dissolve and mixed with water completely. Then only we'll call it as soluble. Is it clear? So, example, sugar, salt we had taken here. Next is insoluble. So the materials that do not dissolve completely in water, then we'll call it as insoluble in water. So sand, sawdust, wax also, it will not dissolve in water. Jelly, it will not dissolve. Sand, it will not dissolve in water. So these are insoluble in water. You can see the pictures, children. You can try in your house this practically. Is it clear? Next, water is called a universal solvent because it dissolves many substances in it. That's why it is called universal solvent. You can see the water, ocean water, sea water, they are universal solvent. That's all for today, children. Thank you.